Just look in the mirror. No one's gonna save you now, so you better save yourself.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello, beautiful people. Let's see. Could I get a 1 in the chat if everybody can hear me? Can I get a 1 in the chat? Okay. Thanks, Lala. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my place. So today we're going to be covering sisterhood. So I watched Nene's interview with Latasha Scott, and I got some things to say, so I hope we can have a heartfelt dialogue about sisterhood. I'm just waiting for you guys to come in. Hey, Linda Gamble. Hey, Monique. Hi, Cece. Toot toot. Monique, it's Tay T. Hey, it's Tay T. How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Hill 75. I saw you said earlier you listening in the background. I appreciate it. Thank you, hun. Let's see who else we got in here. Sharon. Hey, Sharon. Godboat. Whoop, whoop. And Pisces Life. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thank you. Let me go down. Okay. Guys, just a little chit chat. Because I'm not paying for StreamYard, I have to literally upload any videos that I want to put on here. And so I'm sitting in here chilling, and all of a sudden, all my videos were gone. I'm like, what is going on? The stress is real. American Born. Hey, American Born. Y'all ready to get into something juicy, y'all? I want to hear y'all opinions on this. I'm going to open it up with a monologue, and I do have a poem, and then, I'm going to give my opinion on sisterhood. To be honest, I never really had a problem with my friends or with sisterhood. I have very good friendships. To this day, I can call any one of them and they'd be 10 toes down for me. So I need some understanding. Excuse me, I apologize. I'm still fighting this, y'all. But I need some understanding in things. So let's see. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and add Lala to the stage. Thanks, Lala. I'm sitting here like, where are you?
I was here. I was being
I
patient.
know, girl.
Hello, sugar.
Hey, Lala.
Hey, twin. How you doing?
We be twinning. I'm over here good, It's a
Girl, I
beautiful
don't know what
day.
kind of juju these motherfuckers put on us, but
It's a
boy,
juju. It's a juju.
some kind of juju, girl. I'm
Y'all,
here I'm laying on the floor, sugar. Guys, I'm talking to you, laying on the floor.
yeah, so I'm about to tell him. Lala hurt her back, and then the other day, y'all, I fell down my stairs. So we need to blow away this juju that's on us. I don't know what's going on. They don't
Help
want us
us,
to be
pray for
great.
us, people.
They don't want us to be great.
They don't want us to be great. We're struggling.
Not
We're struggling.
really.
Oh, we listen. Pray for us, because I don't know. I'm literally laying on the floor because the cold of the floor is
Yeah.
helping my back.
Oh, I'm sorry, sis. I
It's
wish you
all right,
well. I
sis.
wish you well.
Thank
I do.
you. I'm excited for this because I don't like that chick.
I know we're going to get into it. So what I did is I picked a specific part of the interview, and then we're going to go from there because, I feel like Latasha Scott is at the point where she just does not, she would not own up to accountability for the role that she played in her sistership. But so Lala, you said that do I have to talk for a couple of minutes before I can start?
Yeah. Talk for a couple of minutes. Yeah. Look at the comments. So, toot goes. My good sis goes, y'all twinning for real. And in
Yeah, we
American
doing it for
born,
real.
we are. And American born goes, clumsy twins.
I'm telling you. Like I
Thank
tell
you,
Lala
Linda
this,
Gamble.
she tell me something. I be like, what? How you? I just fell, and how you just hurt your back? That don't even make no sense.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's satin, boy. There's satin. But Linda Gamble, thank you so much, love. Yes, we're trying to get well. I got a
Yes, thank
DP
you,
and I'm
Linda.
laying on the floor with my back. But thank you so much. Hopefully we'll recover from this.
That's why we had to get on here to listen to our sisterhood, so y'all can give us energy. You know, the more
Yes, we need
energy.
some good energy. Hello, Lady Hustle. Welcome.
Whoop whoop. Hey,
Woo
Lady
woo.
Hustle. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm really glad you're covering this because number one, can we just shout out to Nene?
Nene, whoop
Nene!
whoop.
Woo woo! Nene's back. Listen, me and Sugar love Nene.
I
We
love
love her. We
Nene.
don't care what anybody says. Nene is Nene. Okay?
Yeah.
She is that woman. She is that chick. I don't care what people think, what they say about her. I don't care. It goes in one ear out the other. None of my business. Okay? Because
Hmm.
I love me some Nene.
Me too. I love Nene.
Hello, innocent instigator.
Hey, innocent instigator. Thanks for coming.
Oh, we love you back, Linda Gamble. We love you back, Linda.
Yeah, we love us some Linda, like
Yes,
straight
we
up.
do. We love our Linda. We love our Linda.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is I'm glad that she's back, and I'm glad she found her own platform where she can talk to celebrities and talk about her own stuff that's going on with her.
Mm-hmm.
Like the franchise that she started, unfortunately, is going down the drain.
Exactly.
You know what I
Crazy.
mean? And I'm glad that she has another avenue, and you can tell she's one of those Real Housewives that made something out of herself, and she is the brand. Like you think of Nene, that
Mhm.
is a brand. That is a brand, and people
Period.
wish they could be like that.
I agree. I agree with that. I think she's doing her thing. I think she's getting warmed up to, being comfortable with it just being the Nene show. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that once she keeps going, she's gonna start giving us her bloop.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I'm. Listen, I'm jotting down. I'm waiting for this. The what you call it? The reads. I'm waiting for that.
yes,
I'm waiting for that.
yes,
Hello,
I
sound
live for
checker
that.
net. She's here
Sound
in the
checking that whoop
building.
whoop.
Woo woo.
And
Sugar's gonna give us a good old sugar time.
yeah,
We
it's
want a
sugar.
bit of sugar in our lives.
There's nothing wrong with a little sugar. There's nothing
They're
wrong with a
not,
little
don't make us diabetic, but give us a little bit of sugar.
sugar. Yeah, not too sweet, just enough.
Just enough. Just enough.
Hmm. Yeah, just enough. Okay, so
Are you gonna pull up? Are you still trying to pull up your videos?
no, I got all my stuff. I'm good to go. I'm about to
All right, let's go.
yeah. So last year around this time, guys, we were watching SWV Escape the Queens of R&B. Now, last year when I was watching this series, I don't know about y'all, but they rocked the social media scene with the drama that came out between Latasha and Tamika Scott. It was a whole lot of manipulating, theft, betrayal. It was just disheartening to watch, but at the same time, it was real. Sorry, guys, I had to shut my door. The kids outside loud. Okay, so around this time last year, we was like, what's going on? You always heard, things in the streets before social media even came into play about, what was really going on with, Escape. And they never really would tell us what was really going on, but we knew it was kind of like Latasha Scott, like she was the one that was kind of being a problem. But back then, as sisters do, Tamika had her back 100%. She even had her back to the point where she even got on a radio station and dogged the mess out of Candy. You know what I mean? So when they did the show, for us to hear what Latasha and her husband did to Tamika, it was disheartening. Tamika seemed like, she didn't even really want to put it on Front Street. But at the same time, it's like, how long are you going to keep letting people mistreat you, right? Even if they're your family. So she decided to just air it on out. So I'm going to open it up with a monologue, okay, guys? And I'm finna try to do this, so bear with me. Okay. So the monologue is of sisters and soul ties. You know, sisterhood isn't just about shared blood or childhood bedrooms. It's about soul ties that time can't loosen. Even when miles stretch between us or life pull us in different directions. It's the invisible thread, sometimes delicate, sometimes thick as a rope, even if you're not there to witness it either. A sister sees you, the real you, not the only, could y'all see my graphics? It's tripping. Okay, a sister sees you, the real you, not the one you show the world with curated smiles and polished edges, but the one who breaks at 2 a.m. and doubts everything. And still, she stays. She holds your broken pieces without flinching. She remembers your dreams even when you forgot them, whisper courage into your silence, and dares you to be more than the world expects. Sisterhood is loud, messy arguments, stolen clothes, and stolen secrets. It's shared glances across crowded rooms that say everything without a single word, but it's also will only get in the way. It's showing up again and again when it's hard, when it's inconvenient, because love like this doesn't need a reason. It's a kind of magic, really, if you think about it. To grow up side by side, sometimes in harmony, sometimes in storm, and come out with hearts still beating in rhythm. She is your anchor, your mirror, your history written in laughter and scars. A sister is a forever changes everything. So we're going to go ahead and watch the clip that Nene, clip that I chose. Nene asked her a specific question in regards to joining the group, joining back with the group. So here you go.
You know what you think it would take for you to reunite with Escape?
Well, they will have to be willing to want
Talk to
me.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, want you. I get
Simple
that.
as that. They would have to say, "Oh, we'll talk to her now."
So you know what I hate? So you be a part of a group, right? And then any day they could just be like, bye. Like, I don't like that. Like, we in this together?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Neither do I. I don't think anyone that has done 30 years with a group or a relationship or anyone else would just want to throw that all away. So I know for a fact that there is another agenda
Yeah.
that, is so evident, is prevalent to this day.
So-
Like, I know that that's what it is. And it's not, what reason? Outside of the mess on I mean, really, what reason? When you think about Escape, you think about the songs to people's lives.
Yeah.
You forfeit that because you don't want me.
What? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
What is she on about, Sugar?
Okay, you see me now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm learning, y'all. Okay.
Like, what is that about?
That's what I'm saying. So now you want to act like you oblivious, like you don't even know why they don't want you in a group when you've been trying to get out of the group for like how long? You've been wanting to do your whole thing. You even said it out of your mouth that you didn't want you want to do your own thing. You didn't want to be in the group. That's why they broke up. I mean, that's why you know what I mean? They stopped making music in the first place because it was her. So now she did a residual challenge, okay? She did a residual challenge. You know that Chris Brown, is it residual? Yeah, I think it's residual. The residuals, yeah. So it was a residual challenge with Chris Brown. And she did that. And after she did the challenge, her sister, Tamika, called the Brat TV, her YouTube channel or radio station. She called the radio station and she even said on the radio station prior to Tasha having this interview with Nene, she said, pull up. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to that. So I'm just trying to figure out like where is Latasha Scott coming from. So listen to this.
Hey, girl. What up? How are you? How are you? So
I'm good.
So tell me what your reaction is to this, because I called you. I was happy. I was like, everything finna be worked out. And you said,
you know what? My sister's voice is undeniable. You know what I mean? I always said that she was my favorite singer. She's going to always be my favorite singer. She definitely ate vocally.
Yes.
But in real life, I think it's a genius marketing strategy for her new music. It really is. We haven't, talked. She hasn't called me. My number's the same. The address the same. So if this is real, sis, pull up. I'm cooking now. Pull up. Let's do breakfast. Because the last time I saw her at a family function, I was on the dance floor jamming. Her and my mom walked in, and when they saw me, they walked out. And that kind of crushed me a little bit because I felt like that was the proper. I feel like, we around family. Time. And if any type of reconciliation, I felt like if she probably would have walked up to me, I probably would have just fell in her arms crying. But her and my mom, they walked out. So listen, my number is the same. My address is the same. Sis, pull up. Let's talk about these residuals. Let's talk about the residuals. But it's definitely a great marketing strategy for her new music that's coming out. And she sounds amazing.
She does sound amazing. And when she talked about the residuals, I thought she was talking about what we learned on the show when Rocky had changed the check and took your money or something like that.
Yeah. I thought that too. And I felt it until the end. And it's like, at first my heart was like, oh my gosh, she's singing to me. And at the very end, the way she looked at the camera like, And I was like, okay.
Oh, this is something else.
Yeah.
Dang,
I felt it until the end, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, just call me. And if she's listening, sis, you got my number. You got my number. You got my address. Pull up. Let's sit down. I'll cook you a good meal. I throw down. Let's sit down.
Right.
Let's talk about these residuals.
Maybe we can.
So, Tamika said, pull up.
That's a real good sister right there. Even though everything's been done to her, the lies, the thievery, the whole lot, like she still loves her sister and wants, a relationship with her sister. But what's
she said she said she'll cook you a whole meal.
Exactly. But her sister's too busy playing the victim and being manipulated by a buster. That's out here sleeping with any chick out on the streets and sucked all her money out of her.
So you think she's doing it for clout?
Yeah, she did it for clout and she did it for relevancy and to come back. I agree with what's her name. Like she did it to come back. There might be an album, there might be a record in place that's coming out soon.
Wow.
And she wants to make an effort with her sister. You can tell she misses her sister. You can tell she loves her. But that sister, and to be honest with you, I blame the mother. When the mother is too much in that relationship and she puts so much pressure on one sister than the other and makes the other sister say, no, it's okay. It's very controlling, very abusive.
I agree.
It's like, what's it called? It's called the spoiled child, the golden child. She's the golden child, and what's her name? Ain't, because her mother was in on them taking that check, and she was cool with it. She said, "Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it." Of course, I'm going to talk about it. You took $30K out of my pockets.
Right. You acting like she took $2.
Exactly.
So yeah,
I blame the mother. I know
I
we're
blame the mother
sidestepping, but I
too.
blame the bloody mother.
Yeah, I blame the mother. And when Tasha got married, then he just took over, in a worse way with the mother. His controlling ways just escalated when she married
Yeah.
Rocky. Personally, that's my personal opinion.
I believe the same thing, and I feel like she has no mind of her own. That guy tells her when to jump, she jumps. That's the
Exactly.
problem. She's controlled her whole life either by the mother, then
Mhm.
after the mother, the husband took over.
And then it seems like that now that everybody really seeing Rocky for what he is, or even Latasha for that matter, we see her lying, manipulated ways. Even when she tried to get in front of it, one thing that I'm seeing that's remaining consistent with her is she will not take accountability. Your mother, and Rocky is the one that caused this situation, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then
you're the one that left that group. No one kicked you out. You went and got yourself a record deal, a country record deal, again, that was meant to be with your sister. And
mhm,
you sidestepped your sister to go get it yourself. And now
mhm.
you're playing the victim, saying, I would have never kicked them out of the group. I started the group. I own the name.
Like you just very
Very
boisterous.
bitter.
Yeah, and like with Keisha, hey Keisha, thanks for coming. Keisha stated that somebody needs to get Tasha another interview and strategically put Tamika on the line. Nene didn't do her homework, unfortunately. I could kind of agree with you, Keisha. That's why I said when I opened up, it seems like Nene is trying to get acclimated and used to like this YouTube. Just to jump up here on this, it's not as easy as people like think it is. And Nene comes from the the reality TV world. So she's kind of structured. You see, she had her cue cards and everything. But yeah, it did seem like, like by us looking at Nene, it did seem like it was some hesitation there. She wasn't giving me really full Nene yet. It's like she was trying to make sure she was hitting her points or whatever. So I could totally agree with that. Like if we got Tasha on another, interview with somebody that's seasoned and they can get in there. So I totally agree.
Yeah, and it's Nini's first interview, so she had to be diplomatic. I
Okay.
think she
Yeah.
played the diplomatic card, which is what you do at the beginning, and then the more she picks up on it, the more it'll get better. Like Nini is
Mhm.
new to the YouTube stuff, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she's very lucky. She has a whole team that are editing and helping her and all that
Exactly.
stuff. She's got a whole machine behind her. That I think is at the beginning. Yes, she played a diplomat,
Mhm.
and she was playing a diplomatic game with this woman. But I think as it goes along, she'll get better and better.
Yeah.
The real Nini that we're used to will come out,
Yeah,
hopefully.
it's gonna come out because Nene give you 50 shades of Nene, honey. I want to hear that bloop. That's what I
Me
want to hear.
too. Me too.
Because yeah, so I think that as Nene continues to push out content, I think we'll start seeing her become more and more comfortable, and we're going to see her shine through. That's what I think. Well, that's what I hope so. Because Nene, I'm rooting for you. At least that's your own jam. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Nobody.
we're rooting for Nini
Yeah,
for the win,
yeah.
Nini for the win. But I did want to say one thing though.
Mm-hmm.
That what's her name? Remind me of her name again.
Latasha Scott.
Latasha, right?
Uh-huh.
Her problem is she's not used to her sister finally sticking up for herself.
That's what. Thank you. Come on, talk about it. That's right.
She's not used to that. So she's now trying to figure out, whoa, when did my sister grow some balls and come back at me? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Bear
Mm-hmm.
in mind, your sister is married. She's got kids.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a whole life. Now that her sister's like, no, enough. I'm not going to be under your shadow. I'm not going to listen to you. I don't have to follow your rules. I'm going to do me. She
Right.
cannot take that. And that's why she's mad and going on this press tour talking about, that's my sister. I would never do that to my sister. I would not. Shut up. You did far worse.
Far worse. Yes, absolutely. But once again, you're for you to say it's an agenda, and I know it's the agenda. Child, you the agenda. You, your mama, and Rocky. This whole thing played out nasty last year, y'all. Y'all all remember? It played out nasty work.
It was very nasty. It was disheartening, and it was very disturbing to see. And okay. Some people pick up on things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the manipulation,
Right.
that was oozing. It was very toxic, and I'm like, this poor girl been going through this her whole life. You could see the pain in her. Like, Mama, why you never listen to me? Mama, why you never stick up for me? And that really broke me
Mm-hmm.
because I
Mm-hmm.
felt it. That was a little
Yes,
girl
that scene.
talking.
Yes, Lala, that scene right there. I was like, oh my God. Like I
Yeah,
felt it.
it felt like a little girl that was talking, Sugar,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt like something she held on for so long,
But remember,
and
she
she.
said how long ago that it had happened. So she's been
Mm-hmm.
holding it on. And
Yeah.
I think that Latasha did not think, because Latasha and her mom was shocked, like the way she just blurted it out. I don't think they were ready for that. I don't think they was ready for her to take a stance against her mom and her sister.
Oh,
Like
they weren't. They weren't. They're so used to
she took
controlling
her
her.
power back. She took her power
Yeah,
back.
she got her power back. She got her strength back, and she realized, like, I have to do this for me.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Mm-hmm.
to do it, and that's why they're mad. That's why she's really mad because she's not on that tour, and her sister's touring, and she's making bags. Like, you got Candy there. Candy negotiated that contract like no man's business.
Like no man's business. Yes.
She's
But
getting
but to
money,
but
and
to
that's why she's
know that
really
that
mad.
he was, but sorry to cut you off, but to know that in the background Rocky was making under the, like, it's a whole under the, deals under the table. Like, dude, my advice, my thing for Tasha is stop doing these interviews if you're not going to take accountability. You sound crazy. You know what I mean? You sound like all of us did not witness what transpired. And I know we probably don't know what I think we do, because we had the context from Tiny Mama. We had more context when Tasha got on her YouTube channel and did her tell all. We got more context when Candy and Tiny, the other Tamika, so we got enough data, right? We got enough context to know that
Yes, we do.
Tasha,
We have enough to base our opinions on.
yeah. So like, what
In
is
my
your
opinion,
deal?
we have more than enough. And the point is, what she fails to understand is,
Mm-hmm.
you showed your true colors. The way you was going around that 30K, the way you was going around your sister and your husband backdooring deals and things like that off
Yeah,
a group. Like, who does he's your manager, not their manager. He's not
exactly.
entitled to their cut. Like, you let a man dictate to you how much you should get and what he's doing. And then on top of that, the
Yes.
denial, she is stuck. You can tell she's stuck.
Yes, exactly. She stuck. Even when she did, like, her videos was falling on deaf ears. It's like you say you sorry, but then you come back with this egotistical, manipulative statements and actions. Like, your actions don't match what you're saying. Like, we don't believe you. You need more people. Like, we don't believe you, Tasha. We just don't believe you. So since I don't believe you, let me educate you on what, sisterhood should be. Sisterhood is a deep bond of connection, support, and solidarity among women, whether they are biologically related or not. It reflects a sense of shared understanding, empathy, and loyalty that transcends differences and unites women through the experiences, struggles, and triumphs. The importance of sisterhood: emotional support. Sisterhood provides a safe space where women can express themselves without fear or judgment. It offers comfort during difficult times and celebrates successes together. Empowerment and growth. Women lift each other up by encouraging personal growth, confidence, and resilience through mentorship, advice, and shared experiences. Women inspire one another to pursue their goals. Sense of belonging. Being part of a sisterhood creates a feeling of inclusion and belonging, which helps combat loneliness and isolation. Advocacy and solidarity. Sisterhood fosters collective strength. Sisterhood fosters collective strength where women unite to challenge societal norms, fight for equality, and support each other's rights and ambitions. Mutual learning and perspective. By sharing diverse perspectives and experiences, women in sisterhood expand their understanding of the world, encouraging empathy and compassion. And last, healing and restoration. Sisterhood provides a healing environment where women can process trauma, share vulnerabilities, and rebuild their strength with the support of others. In essence, sisterhood enriches lives by fostering love, understanding, and strength, empowering women to navigate life's challenges and celebrate its joys together. And that's what I would like to grow here. True sisterhood. All these little false prophets need to sit down. I'm just saying. So
No, that was so true. That is so, so true. I think people really need to understand, like, sisterhood is being part of something that uplifts you,
Mm-hmm.
motivates you, encourages you.
Yes.
Like, we all have our bad days, we have our down days, we also have our good days. And sometimes on your down day, you need to pick up that phone and speak to somebody, you know who to call.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, sisterhood is so important. It really is. And I wish that for everyone. I really wish that for everyone.
Exactly. Hello, Melanin Beauty. Divine Virtuous Woman. Oh, you know what, Divine Virtuous Woman? Oh, I be seeing you in the chats and your name's so long and I don't be knowing how to spell it. So sometimes if I can't spell the name out and if I'm not on a computer, because when you're on a computer, it automatically put the person name in there. But thank you for coming. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you.
Hey, Melanin Beauty. Hey, Divine Virtuous Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think sisterhood is amazing. And I think you have to pick the right people to be part of your sisterhood. It's a give and take kind of relationship. You just can't have takers.
Yeah, you can't
And you
have
can't just have givers. You know what I mean?
they have to be equally yoked. Yeah,
Equally yoked. Yep. You have to understand each
your
other.
tribe is who you vibe with. So you just find your
Mm-hmm.
tribe, who you vibe with.
Yep.
I'm telling you, the sisterhood can be built. I know we listen to different commentary, and if I'm on on TikTok or Twitter or whatever, you hear a lot of dialogue that say that, us as women, we can't have sisterhood. I don't believe that's true. I believe everybody experience through this walk of life is different. And I think my friendships are a reflection of me. So if they're not, then I got to step back and take a look at me. So like if I'm attracting like, bootlickers and, you know what I'm saying, and low vibrational women or whatever, then I got to check, my my vibe. I got to see like what's going on. Why am I attracting women of this caliber? And if that's not the person that I am, so how am I resonating with them? You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Because you really, like me in the past, I've like, I said this a lot. I'm an empath. People's feelings affect me. And negativity affects me a lot. So when I see negativity, I'm the type to step away. I have to take a step back from your negativity because I can't deal with that emotion. It starts to rub off on me, and I'll start feeling some type of way. So I'm that type of person to step back. But I do believe in sisterhood. I
And
do
it's
believe
okay to
in it.
step back. I want to say
Yeah.
that. Okay.
You have to. So, like, I think people really need to start looking at the bigger picture. And I say this all the time, Sugar. You have one life to live. You have one life.
Yes. One life.
Enjoy it. Pick the right people to walk in this journey with you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your life. Take care of your feelings because others won't.
Mm-hmm.
Put yourself first. You may sound selfish. You may look selfish. It does not matter. You put yourself first. You put your wants and needs above anything else.
That's right, because your feelings matter. No one's going to protect your feelings or your mental health but you guys. It's all on you. No one's going to care about it more than you. Let me just say that. So
And
you
whatever
are the
serves you,
protector.
whatever doesn't serve you, walk away. It's no need.
Yeah.
There's no need to put up with things that does not serve you. It
Yeah.
doesn't have a purpose in your life anymore. Walk away, and that's okay too.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay because you have to think about you. I know people are, that's selfish. No, it's not, because we us women tend to focus on so many things, right? And
Right.
we always put ourselves last.
We do. That is true.
Sometimes you need to put yourself first,
Mm-hmm. We
and you
need
have
to
to
be
have the right
selfish.
women around you.
you need to be selfish. You know, you need to be selfish when it comes to your mental health, when it comes to your well-being in any relationship, you know, because if you don't, then it becomes toxic. You know what I mean? Because now they may be doing things that's unwarranted or making you uncomfortable. So yeah, you know, but don't give up on sisterhood. Maybe that's just not your vibe. Maybe, you know, or maybe a life events have happened, and sometimes people, you know, change. You know, like you know, my daughter's father, like he was pow, right? 10 11 years ago. And I'm going to be honest, it changed him. Like, I don't even know who he is. Like, I don't even know. He became a different person because of that. You know what I'm saying? And we used to be able to have healthy dialogue. I mean, we will be able to talk things out to get some type of understanding. And that changed our parenting. Like, that changed the dynamic of our parenting. You know what I mean? Because he changed, and it got to the point where I just backed away. You know, my daughter's older. Well, now she's grown, you know, but at that time, once she got old enough, like, you know, teenage years, you know, she got her phone or whatever, like, y'all could communicate. I'll step in when I had to. And then it came to the point that I went no contact. So it's okay if you feel like the person that you're in friendship with is bringing a lot of negative energy and is making you feel like you have to put their burdens on your shoulders. You don't have to. You can be empathetic and compassionate, but you don't have to take it on. I say what I say, la, return to sender. I said, la, I got a whole book full of stamps.
Yep, return to sender. That's what Sugar says all the time.
Daddy boo.
Divine Virtuous Woman said you have to be a friend to have a friend. You have to be a sister to have a sister. Mutual respect and appreciation are so true.
That's right.
That is so true. I believe that 100%. Like, I believe in respect. I believe in boundaries. And I believe that you're not owed anything. Don't act like, just because I'm your friend, I don't owe you anything. Do you understand? If I want to do something, I'll do it because I'm your friend.
Yeah.
Do you
Nobody
understand?
owes
The
you anything.
only thing that you are owed in a friendship is loyalty.
That's right.
That's it. Anything else, no. I don't have to do anything for you. If only I want to do it, it comes from the heart.
It comes from
And
the heart.
yeah, and a lot of people need to understand it. They think, oh, but you're my friend, you're supposed to do that. No, I'm not, boo. No, I'm not.
So
If that's the case, why are you doing it?
We have to get out of the habit of thinking that's normal, right? Because that's not normal. We feel, a lot of people feel a lot of constraints when it comes down to different relationships. Feel like if they don't deal with you, you know, like say if you do have maybe bad behavior that they don't agree with or something like that, don't feel like you have to deal with it. You don't have to deal with anything. You know what I mean? And it's okay. But you can say, just like your sister, like, I'm an only child, so y'all help me out if y'all got siblings. But siblings, you know, but my friends that I see that have sister and sister rivalries, they just don't deal with them for a minute. I remember my kids, oh my goodness, my oldest and youngest, so they're like 6 years apart, right? So they couldn't stand each other when she was a preteen and she was a teenager, but they were 6 years apart. I'm like, when y'all get grown, it's not going to even matter. You know what I mean? But they were, you know, one in elementary, one in high school. They didn't understand each other at all. You know what I mean? And
I
so
agree.
they didn't.
I get that point of view as well. I have two sisters. I have an older sister. We're 1 year and 1 month apart. I have a sister that's 3 years younger than me. You Sugar, you know them.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, we never, like, the young one, don't get me wrong, she tries me all the time. But I set her straight. But me and my younger sister have so much respect for the older one. We don't fight and fuss with her. If she says something to us, we do it. Because the way we grew up, that's our older sister. We listen to her. Do you understand? She's like the ruler of this house. She rules our house, and she rules it with a tight fist, you know? So my sister, we respect her and we love her. And my sisters, we did nothing but support each other. You know, my sister, the youngest one, got married at 19 and she had 2 kids, right? She wants to go back to school and finish university, get her degree. And right now she's trying to work towards her master's, right? What did I do? I used to take care of her kids while she's in night school.
Yeah, you know, being a sister.
We help each other. I was there at her graduation, gave her, through her surprise graduation dinner, gave her gifts. As sisters, you're supposed to. There's no rivalry for me. The minute I see one of my sisters accomplish something, I'm out there. I'm number one with supporting. I'm number one in gifting and letting them know their job well done and they appreciate it. And I love that for them. Like when I see somebody do amazing, I love that. I'm not egotistic and I'm not a jealous person and I don't envy anybody.
Absolutely.
Maybe I envy billionaires. Don't get me wrong, a billionaire will envy, but everything else, nah.
So we
But
got
I don't envy anybody. And like what I like about me and Sugar's relationship is that people, they call us the Wonder Twins. We are, but let me tell you something. Me and Sugar disagree sometimes more than ever. We disagree, but guess what? We're laughing. We're
Yep.
laughing. Yeah, I'm like, give it a rest, Sugar. And Sugar's like, no, you give it a rest. But we're laughing, and that's the type of relationship me and her have. That we love to agree. We like to debate,
We have a
agree,
healthy debate,
disagree. Yeah, we have a
healthy
healthy
dialogue,
relationship.
but we
You
don't
know,
agree all the time. No, we don't.
no,
We
but
be
we
having a
don't
whole
agree all the time.
dialogue about it.
We don't argue. I'll be like, give it a rest. She's like, no, you give it a rest.
No,
And
no,
she's like,
you be
shit.
no. When I be like, shit. I
Yeah.
don't know what you talking about, la la. That ain't.
You know what I mean? That is healthy. I don't understand this dictator relationship. I
Yes.
don't understand it. And one thing about me, I already said this, and I say this to all my friends. We are human beings. We make mistakes in life.
Yeah.
If I ever do anything that will hurt Sugar or disrespect her or cross her boundaries, please let me know in case I don't know.
And then you
Right?
know what? The lines of communication has to be
Yes.
open. That's the most important thing in any relationship. Let's make that normal.
Yep.
If you don't communicate with me, I would not know. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a mind reader. So I'm just gonna be honest. My expectations of my friendships, communicate with me. If you feel I made you feel some type of way, let me know. Or if you heard something that somebody said that to you that I said about you, come to me. I am not a mind reader and I am not above approach. I am not above approach. One thing about Sugar, one thing's for sure, two things for certain, is that I am fair. I am fair. Like for real. Let me just read this comment before I continue. Divine Virtuous Woman said, someone else battles, not ours. So why own it? That's correct. Just assist, motivate, or be an example when they are brought to our presence and know when to say no sometimes and stay or move away if needed. I agree with that 100%.
I agree. Preach.
Nothing wrong with that. It is
Nothing wrong
absolutely
with that.
nothing wrong with that.
Oh, hello, Betty Boop. Welcome.
Yeah, you see Betty Boop. I said Betty Boop, whoop, whoop.
Woo woo. No, 100% agree. I think lines of communication is so important in any type of friendship. Any type of friendship is very important. And if those lines are not open, then it can lead to misunderstandings and mishaps in friendships. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? And I think when we say sisterhood, like we talk to each other, check in on your friends, check in on your strong friends that you think they can handle it, because sometimes they can't. You don't know what someone's going through. Give a call, say, hey boo, hey sis, how you doing? Hope you're well. Thinking of you. Like the smallest little things can uplift somebody.
Look what
Think
CC.
of it that way.
Exactly. CC said, I had to let go of my best friend from grade school in my 20s because she was overly competitive and couldn't be happy for my success. That's right. She's not vibing with you. And sometimes you may have to let go of long-term relationships. We're sitting here talking about Latasha and Tamika Scott. They're sisters. They're blood sisters. And it's really disheartening to see that the state of their relationship, that it seems like, Tamika is open and the thing was done to her. She's the victim. She's the victim in all this. You betrayed her. You stole from her. So you should be the one walking up to her crib, asking for a plate and some lemonade and sitting in the back on a patio talking it out. What you doing, girl?
Exactly. Exactly. And Cece, I can relate to you in that aspect because I got rid of my friend of 20 years,
Mhm.
not because of competitiveness, it's just she didn't like people that liked me. She didn't like people liking me, right?
Mhm.
And she got jealous when I made new set of friends. Nothing changed, but she got jealous and she crossed my brand boundary and disrespected me at an event full of people that she had didn't know, and
Mhm.
that was my last straw. I sent her one message, and we only live a road away from each other, 2 roads.
Mhm.
I sent her a message. I
Mhm.
was done. To this day, I don't talk to her. However, unfortunately, her brother, who I'm also, like I'm close to, passed away. Right. I went to the
Mhm.
funeral. I gave my respect. I called her, checked on her mental health. Just because I'm not your friend
Mhm.
does not mean, as a human being, as a Muslim woman, I'm not going to call you and check on you. You just lost your brother.
Exactly.
Do you understand? And
Mhm.
she was surprised by that. And I said,
Mhm.
I'm not you. Don't ever compare me to you. I said, one thing about me, I have sympathy. I've never lost a brother, but I'm going to be there for you. And every night she called me breaking down, I picked up the call. It didn't matter, 4 or 5 in the morning. It
Mhm.
didn't matter. I was there. Even though we're not friends, I was
Right.
there.
In her
And
time,
that's what
but,
it's
but
about.
that's sisterhood. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Even though y'all
yes.
not friends, you probably had
Hmm.
to walk away, but you were still there. That's
Yep. If she ever needed me, I will always be here because it's 20 years. It's 20 years. It doesn't go away. We haven't spoken, we haven't been friends for 10 years now, but we
Mhm.
were friends from kids. Like I'm talking
Mhm.
about kids. Like I think we were 5 and 6 when we met. So we've been friends since kids. But that doesn't go away. The love doesn't go away. It's just I don't know who this person is, but guess what? Compassion rules over anything for me.
So exactly. So here we go with let me put this up here. With divine virtuous woman. She said, nope, not as sugar. I have 5 sisters, but lead to go because they were trying to take over family estates without communication first. And they have lied and been dishonest. I had to say bye and I still love them. That's fine. And it depends on the circumstances. Yeah, you probably have to you have love for them, you know what I'm saying, in the distance, and you might not can't, but we're talking about like, say if they feel ill or something like that or whatever. Like I don't have no relationship with my dad. And I was telling on the last live, he had a stroke and he developed aphasia. I think that's when you're not able to speak. I think I'm saying the right medical word for it. And I just stepped in just to help give consent for different medical procedures. But yeah, but like I cannot with that man. You know what I mean? So, but I love him. But guess what? I don't like him.
And that's the thing. That is the thing. You can love them and not like them.
And
I'm
not
in a
like him,
situation
and
like
it's
that.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay because so I'm in a situation now where I like no, I love you, but I don't like you right now. I'm not interested in this. You know what I mean? I get like that. It gets like that sometimes. And divine virtue told me you have to do what's best for you. You can
Mhm,
love them from afar; they're still your sisters. But that
mhm.
kind of stuff is a no-no, and that's between them and God on Judgment Day. That's how I leave it. I'm gonna
Period.
still love you, but I'm gonna
Mhm.
love you from afar.
But I'm gonna love you
You
from
have to.
afar.
You're gonna have
Cause
to
guess
answer
what?
for
Cause I
that.
don't like you.
Yeah, because I don't like you. And everybody has to answer for their wrongdoings. So
Yeah.
that's why with me, I just leave it to God. But you're gonna have to answer for that. It is what it is,
Yep. Yep.
you know. But
So
sisterhood is very important, and if you have it, hold on to it.
yeah, if you
Because
have it, hold on to it
hmm
because it could be amazing. It could be amazing support. If you do find the right people to put in your sisterhood circle. And, and not even that, it's even showing compassion for other sisters. I may not know you or may have a relationship with you, but I still can show compassion and empathy for the sister next to me. You understand what I'm saying?
I
So,
agree. I agree. And after a lot of subscribers have become like sisters. You know what I mean? They've become like part of the community, the sisterhood that we're building, right? They've become part of it. And I get beautiful. And I'm a sap. I may come across hard and that, like gangster, whatever.
you're a teddy bear.
Sugar will tell you I'm a sap,
Mm-hmm.
and I get the most beautiful messages from
Aww.
subbies that are just like supporting me and loving what I'm doing so far, and it's beautiful to see. And that is to me is another sisterhood where Women just support women. There's no jealousy. There's no egos. There's no like, oh, why how's she doing that? Why is she there's none of that. And and that is so beautiful for me. That
Yes.
is so beautiful to me.
It's like a virtual sisterhood.
Yeah, it's a virtual sisterhood, and I love it. I love it. And I think I can speak for me and Sugar and say we're really about uplifting women.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Getting to that, number one, getting to the bag and getting to know yourself, and enjoying your life. We're about helping other women see that there's more to you than what people want portrayed it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like the inner you is more beautiful than the outer you.
It really
And
is.
sometimes the inner you needs to come out slowly and it takes time. But that's why Sugar has this amazing platform that she wants to bring the inner you out slowly,
Yeah.
and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah. I like that. I like to talk to your soul. I like the inner you. That's where I reside. It's comfortable there. but but look, don't get it twisted because I'll pull your cap back, boo, too. You know what I'm saying? So
Real talk. Keep it cute. Keep it cute always. But do you know what? I'm in the era of let it fly. Like I let it like I'm really proud of myself, Sugar. The amount of things I could be. You know me. I'll be on a live cussing if someone came. 2025, the impact that I made myself is let it fly. It doesn't matter.
like
It doesn't
remember
matter.
it does remember when and I hope she don't mind me saying her name on here, but Samantha Uncut, I support her, I watch her content, and she had did a video. Remember, Lala, we was talking about it, and she said she had a procedure done and none of her friends were there for her. I was
That was
so
very
sad by
heartbreaking.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we love Samantha Uncut.
Whoop,
Hey,
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Samantha,
Hey,
shout out to
Samantha, shout
you.
out.
Yeah, that was very disheartening and heartbreaking to hear.
Yeah,
And that's why we say relationships is not about takers, it's give and take.
yeah, it's give and
It
take.
takes two to make a sisterhood and a relationship work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of hard to see. And I wish her all the best. Like she's one of the virtual sisters. So
Yeah,
we appreciate Samantha.
we do. So yeah, so it was just like for her to, share her experience. So thank you for sharing your experience. But when I listened to it, like I'm a teddy bear too. I'm like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? But you I know this is on the internet, but I just want you guys to know that just like you root for us, we root for you guys too. I don't know how to really be nobody else but Sugar. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just direct. But I am respectful and I am genuine and I can be a loose cannon. But other than that, you know what I mean? I'm cool.
She can be a loose cannon. Let me tell you, it takes a lot to rein Sugar in, boy. Oh, when she goes off, you're like, okay, are you okay? Are you done? She goes, no, I'm not. And she'll go on. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sit back. But she's such a sweetheart. She's so kind. She's so generous with her time. She listens. She gives such good advice. And she really genuinely cares for her friends and her sisters and
Yeah, I
her
do.
family and stuff. And that's why I really appreciate her because she really gives you a different outlook. The way I am, like certain things I wouldn't know about, but she gives me a different outlook. I met so many amazing people on YouTube that I just consider beautiful, just
Mhm.
beautiful inside out, and they're just there. You know what I mean? You can just
Yep.
holler, and
Yes.
I love that. I love that the community that amazing women have built over time.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
Okay, divine virtuous woman. Thank you for your participation. You lighting it up. She said usually the most chosen and greatest friends may not have people present because they usually their friends don't think that they are not okay or strong. Yeah, and that's another check on your strong friends. I never understood what people used to say, Sugar, you're strong. You're just so strong. Well, I did not understand that statement whatsoever because when I was going through my trials and tribulations or things like that, I didn't feel I was strong. Actually, I felt I was quite weak. So I think that sometimes all of us have a little ego in us that stops us from really being present. You understand
And
what
vulnerable.
and vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to just, I just want to just recite a poem I wrote about the art of letting go. We need to let go of that fear, of that ego, of making us, act and respond in ways that are not loving.
Yeah, and
Okay.
can I just say something about that comment? I think I said this before. I really hate that title of strong black woman. You strong. Shut up.
Yep.
Okay? That is just obnoxious to say that to somebody. You're strong. No. You have no choice. It's nice to lean on somebody. You
Hmm.
understand? Everybody needs someone to lean on.
Everybody
Check
needs
on
someone.
your strong friends, man. Stop
Yeah.
saying strong. Just check on your friends because you don't know what somebody's going through. Hey, how
Mhm.
you doing does not take a lot
It
out
does
of
not
you.
take, especially now in the social media age, you can send an
Hmm.
email, you can send a chat, you can send a tweet, you can send, you know what I mean? It's so many different ways of delivery that you could communicate with somebody. It's no excuse.
There's no excuse, it's no excuse. And everybody's going through something. And just
Everybody.
you being saying, hey, how are you? You don't know what that does to somebody. You
Yeah,
really don't know how you uplifted that person that day.
exactly. I agree. So thank you very much, divine, virtuous woman. You hot today. I appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to just so it's just a simple title I gave it. The art of letting go. Fear, a shadow that clings to the bone, whispers of danger in a voice, my own. It paints the unknown with shades of despair, holding me hostage in thoughts I can't bear. It builds its walls and what ifs and mights, guarding my dreams in the dead of the night. I lived in its grips. I danced to its tune, trapped in the silence where hopes are marooned. But fear is a liar, a master of chains, feeding on doubts that course through my veins. It warns of the fall before I take flight, blinding my heart to the promise of the light. I stand at the edge where courage is born, feeling the pull of the safety I've worn. But safety is hollow, a gilded cage, and life is a story that turns every page. So I breathe through the tremor, I silence the cry, letting the weight of my worry pass by. I loosen my grip on the fear that remains and welcome the freedom that breaks from my chains. For life isn't lived in the clutch of control, but in trusting the wind as it carries the soul. And through fear may whisper, I'll answer with grace. For I've learned that true courage is born in that space. I let go, I surrender, I give fear its leave, and step into the life I was meant to believe. For beyond the unknown, the horizon is clear, and love, not fear, is what brought me here. Thank you guys. So I hope you enjoy it.
Wow. Wow. That was so beautiful. Love, not fear, brought me. Oh, that was so beautiful.
Oh, la la, thank
That
you.
was so beautiful.
I
That
still be
was
nervous.
just gorgeous. Oh my God. That's amazing. You're just so talented. You're so talented, Sugar. I'm telling you, get that book going ASAP because your mind is beyond beautiful. Beyond.
Thank you. I'm working on it. I promise I am, Lala. I promise I am.
Yes. Hello, Paula. Welcome.
Hey,
No, that was
Paula.
so beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh my God.
You're so, thank you so much. But we hit an hour, you guys. So that's all I got for you guys. I really appreciate every one of you for showing up for me. It really, really it matters to me. Okay. So I don't know about it matters to me. So I really appreciate it. All the content videos that I use are in pure ownership of the content creators that created them. So, you can go check out Nene, woo woo, and you can go check out The Brat if you like that type of commentary. And also share. Please like. And I am more comfortable today than I was yesterday. So every day in every way, I get better and better. That is what I say to myself every day. I have it on sticky notes. I have it on my mirror in my bathroom. Every day in every way, I get better and better. So I want all you guys to have a great day on purpose. Know that if no one told you they love you today, I love you. So you don't have to go home, but you do have to get the hell on out of here. See you later,
Bye, everyone.
everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
Sugar.
Bye.